Alright, it's time to see... I'm not very excited. It's time to see Black Panther.
Dude, where's the tickets? I found that that's not tickets.
2 hours later.
Wakanda.
Hear what I say. We are the business today. Fuck shit is finished today. RT&J, we the new PB&J. We dropped the classic today.
Hey guys, so I got a good camera. It is a happy day today. Finally, the quality of my reviews is better now. And I did you know, I don't have to use these anymore, bro. This is great, bro.
Dude.
Anyway, so
What did the wall do to you?
hey guys, we just saw a movie that nobody saw.
Yeah.
It's not popular at all.
No, dude.
Dude, I was gonna see it and I thought it was called like White Panther or something, you know, like
You racist. No. Dude, it's so unpopular. I had to go to like this Chinese restaurant, and in the basement of that restaurant, that's the only place they were showing it in Coquitlam.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
Canada. You went there with me.
No, in Coquitlam.
Oh, okay, well.
That's it.
Where are they showing it in Vancouver?
They're not.
Oh. Yeah, that's how unpopular it is, guys.
Yeah.
The
I
joke
mean,
went
like
way too long.
it's only
Okay,
it's
shut up.
only made over $200, $200 million.
Pocket change.
It's only made over $200 million. But
I got so much more
we got to
than
see
that in my wallet.
what all the hype is all about, and just so I can get bro, I'm gonna steal your wallet. But yeah, we went to see it, and we're both pretty happy about it.
Dude,
I mean, it's a huge surprise. I mean, this movie was obviously gonna be bad, but it ended up being good. Like, you know.
What?
No.
When was it ever obviously gonna be bad?
It's a joke, Max.
I was way too excited for this movie. I
Way
really
too
was.
excited.
I had.
He thought it was made by the gods instead of actual people.
Any other reviewer who was like, "Nah, I have some flaws," I'm like, "Shut up! I don't want to hear those flaws."
Yeah, we watched our good pal Chris Duckman's review. And,
we're in close ties with Chris Tuckman.
Yeah, no,
and Jeremy.
Yeah, but we you know, just one of the movie reviewers that we watch, and he had said that, you know, there's so much hype around this movie, and it's made by people, not gods, and he got really pissed. He thought it's actually made by gods.
Yeah, he was at dinner here tonight, and I was just like, Chris, leave.
He was. But yeah, let's get into the review. So basically, Black Panther stars Chadwick Boseman. Pretty much perfect for this role. It was just great. But basically, in this movie, after the death of his father, which we all know, you guys should have seen Civil War. If you haven't, anyway, after the death of his father, T'Challa returns home to the African nation of Wakanda to take his rightful place as king. And when a powerful enemy suddenly reappears, T'Challa's mettle as king and as Black Panther gets tested when he's drawn into a conflict that puts the fate of Wakanda and the entire world at risk. And faced with treachery and danger, the young king must rally his allies and release the full power of Black Panther to defeat his foes and secure the safety of his people.
Well, also, that's not all of it. I mean,
Yeah.
Wakanda is in secret.
But you know, we gotta let them watch the movie.
Well, I'm just saying.
We gotta let them watch.
That's part of it. Wakanda's
They'll
in
find
secret.
out.
Oh my god. It's not a spoiler.
Bro, you're spoiling everything. Like, Batman appears in this movie, bro, and he's like,
Dude! Yeah, you after credit scene, Batman. Yeah, you know.
But it was a very unique Marvel experience for me. I mean, no, it follows the same sort of formula, but it's really good.
Refreshing.
It's damn good, guys. It's not most Marvel movies we see are really good these days.
Well, of course, I'm just saying, it was refreshing to see like a totally new culture in these Marvel. It's not like we were in America for the 50th time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the culture of Wakanda.
You don't need to do that every time, do you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and
But in Wakanda. Okay, I'm kidding.
and also like they still have some primitive ways, like when picking kings and not picking kings, but like seeing who will be king and everything like that. It's not like they go through a whole election and they dabble in who has the better political experience. It's just whoever kills the person standing in line for king can be king.
Yeah, basically. It's all the performances are so good. This movie.
I loved everybody. This whole cast, I was just like, these guys, they're amazing, and I really want to see more of them.
Yeah, and we might sound like we're riding the hype train, but we are, we really are. But it's not a perfect movie, but it is close to perfect. It is one of the best Marvel movies, I think, in my opinion, in the MCU. But
yeah, and it has some great villains. They go right up there with Ultron and Loki.
Yeah, the villains suck, bro. No.
So,
but Killmonger, Michael B. Jordan. If you've seen him in Creed,
or The Wire,
he's a really different person in this
Chronicle.
movie. Yeah. But he's such a good villain, man.
Yeah.
People have said this before, but you see where he's coming from in this movie. You don't feel for him. Well, but you kind of understand where he's coming from with everything he's saying, and it made me at the end. I was just like, damn, this guy.
Yeah, well, you see, also, he was human. He wasn't, Steppenwolf or Dormammu. He says, "Sup, bro?" I love that. That's so good.
Yeah, that was so great. It was so funny when they all had African accents, and then Killmonger shows up with his American black person accent and just goes, "What's up, bro?" Yeah. But he was so chill about everything in the beginning. The opening scene was so good, and it just escalated into this amazingly fun movie. I can't imagine why anybody would not like this movie. It is so fun, and it's really enjoyable. The visuals were also really good for me. People thought they were very cartoonish or whatever, but I mean, I guess kind of, but I actually still thought they were spectacular.
Well, of course, it's obviously huge talent behind it. You can't really get much better than this. This is one of my problems, is the fight scenes. Okay, not like I didn't hate the fight scenes. I still had fun watching them, especially that chase scene and whatever. But I felt like when I was watching this, and I can't remember who said this, but I agree. When I was watching this, I was like, this kind of looks like Spider-Man 3. When Venom and Peter Parker were falling, and when Harry and Peter Parker were fighting in the city, it doesn't look convincing whatsoever, and it took me out of the movie. It didn't jeopardize anything. That stuck out.
Okay, I do respectfully disagree, but it's just I don't know. I
respectfully,
yeah.
I'm still offended. And
one of the other villain, Claw.
Serkis.
Great performance by Andy Serkis. He even had this maniacal laugh. It was he was really Joker-like, but
he went the insane route because in Age of Ultron, you could tell the guy was kind of freaked up in the brain, but he was composed because he dealing with Ultron. He was kind of intimidating.
You didn't play an animated character in this one. He was just so good as a villain. I mean, the only problem we both had was he wasn't shown in this movie that much.
Yeah. I mean, people say he's the main villain. I think it's Killmonger.
It's Killmonger.
Yeah. All right. So the best action scene, the one where I was on the edge of my seat, oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about, is the beginning in the casino, where you meet Martin Freeman's character Everett Ross. I love this guy. I thought he was gonna be kind of just he was gonna be left alone, and then when they needed him, he was gonna come out. But he was actually, us, I guess, because he's brought into this new crazy world, and he's just like, this is and
I was just kind of like, oh damn, because I thought he was gonna go back to America and be like,
I thought he was gonna rat them out, but he ended up having respect for them, and I found it so good. So yeah, he was a good supporting character. You meet him in the best action scene in that beginning, when he's flipping over and he lands on the car or whatever. That stuff. And so then the family thing, the whole
every character was good in this movie, man.
I'm saying I mean the family problems.
Yeah,
it's really messed up. It's like some Skywalker stuff here. Skywalker's family is messed up. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
And, T'Challa finds out stuff about his past and about, his relatives. Maybe they're not all perfect.
Yeah. I pretty much... I was wondering if I would actually... because in the trailer, there seemed to be so many different characters. I was like, I might just not care about some of them. There's a lot of people in Wakanda, and it doesn't focus on all of them, but they focus on so many people, and I liked every single one of them.
Well, I especially like the people with the discs in their mouth, and they're just like...
That was weird, dude.
I don't understand.
I was just like...
that must hurt.
I don't know why, though. I don't understand. But
I don't know.
I mean, people do that in real life, but here... I don't know if they do that. If you haven't seen the movie, just don't.
Just
even worry
wait for that.
Just don't even worry about it. It's not a spoiler, but it's really weird.
No, and then also another thing that I love is that even if something happens that is bad, it's personal, and it's bad to our characters that we now know and love. Even though the thing that is bad might happen, within the law, and it happens fairly, we're like, I don't like that. I'm still gonna go. I'm now against the law, and I'm gonna try to resolve the situation. Even it's not wrong in the law; it's wrong morally, and so they try to fix that as well, which is pretty cool.
Am I psychopathic if something happened with Killmonger at the end and I almost cried?
You almost cried?
Yeah. It's not. I won't spoil it, but it's when Black Panther and him are doing something.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought that scene. I had a big problem with that scene.
Anyway.
Okay, so my problems here. It's the same problems I have with The Dark Knight Rises. Things are too rushed in the middle. Seriously, it was a bit of an inconvenience in the end. Something happens, and it kind of gets resolved pretty quickly, and there wasn't enough time to let it soak in, the gravity of the situation. You felt it, but it was resolved too quickly, in my opinion, and
I can
that also ties into the villains not being utilized enough, or they were utilized for very important purposes, but they just weren't shown enough.
Yeah.
I also love how you learn about different places outside of Wakanda, and how those places also have problems with the fact that Wakanda is still in secret, and they haven't tried to help anybody else.
Yeah, I guess. I think one of my other problems, other than the fact that, Claw wasn't in the movie much, and, some other stuff that's kinda would be spoilers, I think in the second act it was kinda slow.
Really?
Yeah.
People are the first half was slow, it wasn't.
Well, I mean, it's just, in my opinion. But, I don't know, I felt like there was a lot going on that was really interesting and kept me on the edge of my seat for the first and third acts. And the second act, it was... I liked it quite a bit, but I still was just kind of feeling like I wanted something more to happen in that area, but...
So if you stay to the mid-credit scene, that is really important, and it should have been in the movie, but it's not. And the last credit scene isn't as important, but it melted my face. I was like, oh, what? That's a thing. And everybody was going, ugh. My mom was like, who's that? I'm like, can you leave?
Yeah.
It was really annoying that she didn't know anything.
Mid-credits and after-credit scene were... the mid-credit scene, like, a lot of people... I don't know why, but so many people in my auditorium, when the movie ended, they left. I was like, do you not know...
idiots.
Do you not know you're in a Marvel movie?
You idiots. At least, yeah.
But I was... And then, like, you know, at the mid-credit scene happened, and then people left again, and I was like... But, I mean, usually there is 2 post-credit scenes, but...
Yeah, my mom...
Movie,
after the mid-credit scene, my mom was like, that's it? I'm like, well, that was a pretty important thing. Yeah. And I love Everett Ross's reaction in that mid-credit scene. I was like, you know, I really like this dude.
Yeah.
And whenever I watch the Infinity War trailer, and, you know, T'Challa's like... engage all defenses and get these men as shield. I'm like, that's my boy. Yeah, I love this guy now. Because really...
Well, he always had a good heart. Unlike freaking, like, Tony Stark and stuff. Like, T'Challa is just actually, like, a really nice person in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, and that's, like, you know, this is in the trailer, so it's not a spoiler, but, like, somebody in the movie had said that, you know, he's a good man with a good heart, and that makes him hard to be a king, because he needs to be, more like a king.
He needs to be stern, but he's like, can't let his emotions or anything get in the way.
So, overall, I mean, it's not a surprise that this was an awesome movie, and really a very unique one for the MCU. I like the culture of Wakanda, and I really like the place as well, of course. All the performances were great. So many great characters in this movie that I cared for, pretty much all of them. And, you know, a couple of problems here and there, but it really makes for a really fun movie, too. And I think a lot of people should enjoy it. And it's pretty much, like, a lot of people have already seen it. But
right.
I think more people should. If anybody is, like... You know, I don't know if I'm interested in the character of Black Panther. They should just really give it a shot, because you might really be interested in him by the end of the movie.
You don't need to know much.
You don't need to know much, but people might just be like, I don't know who Black Panther is.
Well, actually, you do need to go know quite a bit about the family stuff. But the family stuff...
Well, I didn't know anything much about the family stuff at all.
Well, you need to know stuff from Civil War and everything.
Yeah, watch Civil War before you watch this movie. My dad and I almost didn't watch Civil War, and he didn't know anything about it. When we watched Civil War, and then we saw this movie, we were so thankful, because he got, like... He wouldn't have gotten some stuff in this movie. This movie basically takes place during Civil War, and, like, a little bit
after.
No, but some of it, like, a little bit takes place during Civil War, and then it sort of goes after the movie.
What stuff takes place in Civil War?
That's a spoiler.
What?
Anyways.
Okay, so, what did I say? Oh, yeah. It's a great character study, especially, even with the villain Killmonger. Because, like, you see his past, and you see, like, somebody that he's close to, and he has a conversation with them. And, that part was actually the most emotional part. I didn't really feel sorry or anything. I felt sorry for the other person he was talking to. Yeah, that's the most discreet I can be.
Uh-huh. No, yeah, I was kind of like I felt for him, like, when it was talking about his past and stuff too. But the thing that I actually think is really good. Michael B. Jordan has such a good evil smile. The whole movie, when he went like this kind of smile, I was like, dude, because, like, he would do something so horrible, and then he'd just smile. I'd be like, I gotta hate this guy. But then, you know, But it's a really good movie, and
Oh, is it? Oh, we didn't say that. Yeah, it's a really good movie. What was the grade?
and Black Panther is amazing.
Oh yeah, same thing with me too. Should I give mine in numbers, or was it? Was it numbers?
You can do it if you want to, or you can just say your grade.
Like your grades. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Alright. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share. I'd really appreciate it if you did. And as always, have a great day. See Black Panther. I know you're going to. Peace out.
Oh, peace out.
We dash away. Donna and Dixon, the pistol is blasting away.
Doctors of death, killing our patients of breath. We are the pain you can trust.